nice things about leaving at 5 a.m. is when you get up to get a shower, you get the entire bathhouse to yourself. The walk back and forth is a little intimidating because of bears, and I need my winter coat because it's so cold, but it's kind of nice having the whole place to yourself. To document this, Jordan's always easy in the morning, but the other two, wow, please give them a round of applause. Wow.
At 5 in the morning, we are all loaded up and ready to head up to Glacier National Park today. Early morning, up at 4, out of here by 5. We're going to try to get through the park before the gates open, because we are an even number, so technically today's not our day. But we talked to a park ranger yesterday, and he didn't say yes, he didn't say no, he just kind of looked back and shrugged his shoulders, which kind of told us that if we get through the park before they open, we should be good to go. So here we go. Bozeman, Montana, we needed to do some laundry, so we stopped at the clothesline. Got laundry in the wash. Now we sit and wait.
So now that we're finally parked and settled, and I'm not as stressed, we're here at Willow Creek Reservoir. We're boondocking tonight. We have our camper all set up. We have a nice lake view. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
The road getting in was awful and a little scary, but we're here and we're good and we made it.
About 5 miles an hour the whole way in for about 10 miles.
So now we're gonna go swimming.
Just got done swimming. Well, I got done swimming. Somebody was too chicken to get in too far.
I went into my ankles. That's swimming.
Water was really cold, but it was worth it. Got to go swim in Montana.
Say enchilada night.
Watermelon. We're here at the Willow Creek Reservoir. It's 10:30 at night, and as you can see behind me, I know it's hard to see with the camera, but you can still see quite a ways. It's amazing how long it stays light here, because back home where we're from, it's about 12:30 in the evening, so it's probably pitch black there, but 10:30 here, and it's still, we can still see, I don't even know how many hundreds of yards. We can see across the lake behind me to the campers on the other side. It's just crazy.
Glacier about 11 o'clock this morning. It is spectacular. Everything is big, the water is clear, there's snow caps everywhere. It's just unbelievable.
The water is just, it's hard to describe the color of the water. We've only been in the park for a little while and it's already like mind-blowing.
Today we're going to go into the Sun Road as far up as we can get on the east side, and then tomorrow we'll try to do the west side. There's the section in the middle that they have closed down because they're still plowing, but for now we can at least do one side and then the other. Calling in moose. Sounds like you.
Yesterday, we did Bering Falls Trail after the Sun Trail, or the Sun Point Trail. The Sun Point Trail is just a short nature hike. It shows you some of the old chalets that were here post-World War, and now they're gone. They tore them down in the 40s, but the views up there are just incredible. Then after that, we did a short hike, about 1.5 miles total, to Bering Falls, which is part of a longer trail system that goes to, I think, Virginia Falls and another set of falls that are, but that trail is like a 12 mile trail total. So we didn't do that, but we just did a short one. It's a beautiful short little hike. But today, this is something Katie wanted to do, and I actually argued with her about taking kayaks this far, but I'm glad she talked me into it, because we are kayaking on Lake McDonald in Glacier National Park. And it is just beautiful. It's about, what, 75 and sunshine.
Perfect.
But the rangers said the water's about 47 degrees.
But it feels good.
It feels good. It feels really good. Our cousin is doing a little bit of fishing, because you don't need a fishing license, apparently, out here. I don't know if that's just the national park or if that's all of Montana. It's definitely a different change from Pennsylvania. But what you do have to do is you have to get your kayaks inspected. And this inspection was a lot more involved than the one we went through in Wyoming. This one, we actually had to get the kayaks off the truck, which wasn't too bad because the inspection station was right next to the boat launch, so it worked out. But we take them off, we have to wash them out, and then they have to inspect them. And when I say they're in depth, they are in depth to where their heads are inside the kayaks.
The ranger was scrubbing down the sides and bottoms and insides and outsides of the kayaks.
Yep. But they were super nice and super friendly and super helpful, so it wasn't that big a deal, but just more of a pain than anything. But the views are well worth it. Again, where else on the East Coast can you kayak and still see snow in June on top of the mountains? So Lake McDonald definitely did not disappoint. Something we did forget to talk about,
We went into Many Glacier last night after going to the Sun Road on the east side of the park. You can only do about 14 miles up to Jackson Glacier Overlook, which I think we're going to go back up there later this week. But we went to Many Glacier, and on the way in, we saw
a grizzly bear. And then coming back out, we saw a brown bear. Mm-hmm. We did get video of the brown bear, so that'll be...
Yeah, the grizzly bear was kind of brushed like that, way up in there. You could just make him out, but you could definitely tell he was a grizzly bear. I mean, he was, 30, 40 yards away, and his head was the size of...
It was huge.
It was huge. Yeah, he was massive. We actually ended up, there was, about 50 of us at the end of it that ended up stopping and looking, so it was cool to see. I wish we could have seen him a little bit better, but, grizzly's still a grizzly.
We ended up calling our campground on the way in because we had heard rumors that in some of the campgrounds you could not have soft-sided campers or tents because the bear activity is so, populated up there. But we're in an area that they're not as populated. But being up in Many Glacier, which is the area that this, rule applies, you can really tell why they don't allow that because the bears are just everywhere. Yeah. We also saw a bull moose, which was really cool. He was munching on some vegetation in the water, and it was just really a neat place. And I think we'll probably head back up there either tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, there's a Grinnell Lake or Grinnell Lake trail is one of the most popular trails in Glacier, and one I really like to do. You can't do the whole thing because they still have it closed because of, I guess, avalanche danger, because there's still a lot of snow up there. But they say the views of what you can get to and see are spectacular, which, I mean, I don't know how they get any better, but they just do. So I'm hoping we maybe can do a part of that trail tomorrow. We're not going to do anything major, but it'd be fun to do a little bit of that trail. So.
How's your sandwich?
Amazing. And it's even better because the water's cold and cooled off. Feet are numb. It's amazing.
We just ate lunch on Lake McDonald. Pulled our kayaks up. We're gonna go do a little swimming. The ranger said
plunge.
the ranger said the water's about 47 degrees. So we'll see if he's right. This definitely ain't no Jersey water. Oh my gosh, that's cold. Oh, okay. We're gonna go down. 3, 2,
Under?
Yeah, 1. Yeah, I'd say 47 is probably accurate. 2, 1.
Ice cream from Eddie's here in the Lake McDonald area.
Apgar Village.
It's delicious.
Very good.
You are among the ancients here. Some of these trees were young when Peter the Great ruled Russia, Mozart dazzled the courts of Europe, Thomas Jefferson crafted the Declaration of Independence, Sacagawea helped guide Lewis and Clark to the Pacific, the United States fought its Civil War, and the Wright brothers took to the air above Kitty Hawk. Throughout time, the Kootenai and Salish people have revered this as a sacred place with special qualities that still remain for you to discover. As you walk among these silent titans, what stories these trees could tell.
So it's Thursday. We're at Two Medicine, part of Glacier. We're doing a short little hike around the lake. I'm sure you can hear the wind. It's extremely windy. They're actually calling for 65 mile an hour gusts today. We actually have our camper, the ends closed in just because of the gusts that we're expected to get. We were out all day yesterday. Yesterday morning I had put the awning out to go drain the tanks and stuff, and it was raining, and apparently never closed it. We got back last night around 11:30, somewhere in there, and come to find out our awning had fell victim to wind. Shredded the fabric. I think the supports are okay. I haven't opened it because it's still super windy here, but we're definitely going to need a new fabric for the awning. So rookie mistake, but it happens.
Winds were about 20 to 30 miles per hour last night. None of us slept. We finally got up at 3 a.m. and put our bed in and slept on the floor in the living room area in the camper because it was that scary. We were just afraid that we were going to rip the end or something was going to fall in the end or whatever. So we're all super tired today. It's super cold because the wind, it's only in the 60s, but the wind makes it even worse.
But it's our last day here in Glacier, so we're trying to make the best of it. And it's still
Glacier.
Yeah, it's still Glacier, so it's still beautiful. Yesterday we did see a grizzly bear on one of the hikes. We did a Trail to the Cedars hike, and we saw a grizzly bear at the end of it, so that was pretty cool.
We're going on a hike, and it's windy, but it's a beautiful day and sunny. We did this short hike to Paradise Point. Super, super cool. The wind is a little crazy. There's the mountains. Put our rain jackets on, it looks like it's going to start raining. tonight we're having chili and cornbread. And Jordan's having SpaghettiOs because she's a little kid and doesn't like chili.